Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum-ba-da-dum. Ba-doop-ba-doop-boo. Ba-doop-ba-doop-boo. Beep-ba-doop-beep-ba-doop-boop. Boom, boom, bum. Boom, boom, ba-da. Ba-doop-ba-doop-ba-doop-ba-doop-ba-doop. Boom, ba-dum-bum-bum. Boom, boom, bum, bum. Boom, boom, bum, bum. Ba-dum, 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 bum. Ba-doop-ba-doop-bum. What's going on? How are you doing? Twilight Emperor, what's up? We are just getting started. Apparently, TikTok is still having issues as they get back online, so I'm not able to stream on that platform right now, which I think is what is going on with that. So that's all fine. This is fine. Let's get some music going. What was that channel that I was listening to that was really good? Nope, 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 nope. There it is. Bingo. That one. There we go. Hey, Anthony, what's going on? How are you doing? Today was a crazy day. I know it was. Things are getting banned and unbanned, and things are working again. Things aren't working. It's pandemonium, craziness. But that's all right, because we're just going to go have fun with it and start cleaning some games. Today, we are going to clean 3 games for the shop. We've got Karnov. All these are still like the really clean games from my collection that I'm going to get up. Cubby, what's going on? How are you doing? We're going to do Karnov. We're going to do Ivan Iron Man Stewart's Super Off-Road with 4-player simultaneous action. Guess who's back? Back again. I am. Back online. And we got my copy of Rambo. I recently acquired a better copy of it, so this one is going to go up on the store. Obviously, at a little bit of a discounted price because it does have some cosmetic damage to it, but that's okay because it's a fully functional working game, and I played this one a bunch of times. So actually, we're going to probably start with Rambo first. I think this one is going to be the easiest one to clean because I've cleaned it already a while ago to play it for my system. And when it comes to these games, like Rambo, all the games that I get, I usually tend to, before they get their first play in my systems, I tend to clean them. I've fallen off with that a little bit for some of the games because I've collected so many, I haven't even gotten a chance to play them yet. So I used to get a whole bunch of games and then clean them all at once. That took a lot of time. So now I've moved on to working on the ones for my shop, and then when I finally get a chance to play one of the ones I want to play, I'll clean it right before I play it. 11 viewers right now. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Let's clean some video games. All right, just get my gloves on for extra safety. You guys don't have to see my ugly hands right now, because tis the winter and chapped hand season is with us all. You're mewing right now? Like, you have like that thing in your mouth where you're like, you try to like make your jaw better? Is that what that is? Or are you a Pokemon? I don't understand. Okay. I'm almost out on that one. This one's got to get backed out just a little bit more. Yep. What's going on? I think we have one that's just hanging on by a thread there. Doesn't want to pop out. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay, so taking a look at the pins. This was probably back. This one I got so long ago. The pins are pretty good shape. They just need a little polish. So that's what we're going to do today. Oh, I forgot to get my other thing, so I got to run back over there for a second. So let's get the screws out. Get them over into their spot so they don't get lost. Put these over there. Let's take a look at this. And 12 viewers right now. Hi, everybody. 2 likes on the live. Thank you so much for liking the live. I appreciate that. It does get me out there to more people, apparently. Let me get my toothbrushes. We still have... I cleaned up the room today because I realized it was kind of a mess. And wanted to to make sure that we got everything back in order before we started cleaning more games. Me Bricks, what's going on? How are you doing? Oh, hello there. How are you, Me Bricks? What a fun, fantastic name you have. All right, so first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this for polishing. At quick glance, we could probably just use the eraser on this one to make this look brand new. So we're going to have a little eraser content right now. And the eraser is a really good way to go about cleaning because it's not that abrasive. It does pull most of the gunk off of the pins and gives it a little happy shine as well. 4 likes on the live, thank you so much. So already you can see that you can see how it's buffing it a little bit. Really fun, neat trick that you can use to clean your games. I got away from this for a little while because I felt like it was a little too messy, but now I have my happy vacuum cleaner here. So if things do get a little too messy with some eraser residue, or dust as I like to call it, then we can just vacuum it up. So a little bit of dirt and grime, not anything too crazy. Can I have mod if I sub? Is NES or Super Nintendo? This is NES. I don't give out mod privileges that easily. I appreciate the offer. Look at that. Already way better. So this is the backside. You can still see that there's that little bit of blemish. What we want is to be the top right there where it's nice and polished and clean. So we'll go over this one more time and dry it with our dry side of the Q-tip. And we can check it again. So now, coming soon, guys, I'm going to actually be doing a couple of videos where we're going to start changing out batteries. So I'm actually really looking forward to that. Sushi. So now we're taking the other side now. We're taking our little school eraser here. And we're just buffing this out. I have a couple different methods that I use. I don't usually stream this on YouTube. There's another platform that I'm on that went away for a minute. Dr. Moose, what's going on? How are you doing? Schmitty, ayo, let's go. So I went to go stream on that tonight, but apparently it's not working for me, which I think is an issue because they're trying to bring servers back. So we'll see how it goes over here. I might do it over here more often too. All right, so that Q-tip's done. We're going to discard that one. We're going to get some fresh isopropyl alcohol, and we're going to start cleaning with this one. How's everyone doing this fine evening? Doing awesome. Schmitty, is it snowing in New York? I think we're supposed to get about 10 inches of snow tonight. I'm not looking forward to that. Poor Melissa has work in the morning, so I'm going to wake up super early, try to get out and get the car ready for her, so that way she doesn't have to bother with that. So yeah, looking way cleaner, way buffed. This is going to work like chef's kiss. Perfect on the first try. Yeah, I'm liking how that looks right now. That's looking pretty clean compared to where we started with it. You could buff it a little bit more, but there's actually no need. It's going to start right away. So we're going to put that off to the side now, and then we're going to take a quick look at what we got going on over here. I don't have really any eraser dust over there, too, so we're going to have to clean that off. It is lots of snow, actually, yeah. Who needs schmishmock when we have YouTube? Exactly. Did someone say they're from New York? Yeah, I'm from New York there, Dr. Moose. Born and raised. Okay, so we're just going to take a quick look at that. A little bit of dust in here. Oops. Oh, no, did I do the wrong side of that? Let's get a fresh Q-tip. And we're just going to go through now and clean out all the dust and debris that might still be inside of the cart. I may knock into my camera in a second because I have it set up in a kind of a wonky way, but it's all good. So yeah, a little bit of dirt and debris that we're getting out of that. Not anything too crazy. I've seen far worse. We're going to go in here. We're going to get probably a toothbrush on this one. And get all those nooks and crannies. Oh, what's that? Thankfully, you have off for Martin Luther King Day. So the kids up here, I guess like they made it a 4-day weekend, and they had teacher workshop day on Friday, and then it became like it rolled into Martin Luther King Day, which I think is like wild. I was like, do the children go to school anymore? Because I feel like they're home a lot. My dad's from New York, Syracuse. Oh, nice. Okay, so we got that cleaned out. This is a pretty clean looking cart. Like I said, there is a little bit of cosmetic damage that you can see here. There was one other spot where there's like a little tear in a lift. That happens, obviously, when these games are this old. So you see that from time to time, and the cosmetic damage on the back. The good thing about this is, like, so if you were collecting games, like, the stamp, the quality assurance stamp is still there, so that's a 21. I don't know if you guys can really see it. There it is. So there's a 21 that's still there. There's certain cartridges that are candidates for new stickers, in my opinion. This one is not, even though it's missing some of this here, because the numbers still exist. I would keep this one. So that's how we're gonna go about it. I have learned a lot through collecting these games and have learned a lot just from cleaning. I'm trying to broaden my horizons with a few things on it as well, like going ahead and restoring them, changing batteries out, getting just like some things that like these games need to look spiffy and brand new again and back out to somebody who's going to care about them. Oh, darn. Actually, I have to go run and grab something real quick. I forgot to get all my clean drying cloths out of the dryer. 2 seconds. You probably hear me in the distance running. Whew, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I knew I was forgetting something. I got an NES. It's a knockoff version and connects to an old TV. That's the way to play it. What's it called, by the way? Does it have a specific name? So I'm always curious with the knockoff brands. Is it a what is it? I bought one a while back because my Nintendo originally stopped working and I wasn't sure what to do. That was like what got me into taking them apart and start really working on them because I wanted to get my original Nintendo to work, which was not that hard. It's called a Retron. That's what I bought. So I bought one of those Retron machines and I liked it at first, but then I realized that the chipboard for the sound is different and some of the games play horrendously bad on it. And the music for Dragon Warrior especially was so off and out of tune. It was almost comical. And I was like, yeah, no, like nothing beats the original. Like there's always something with like, especially with emulation too, there's always seems to be something that just is off by the hair or just doesn't sit right. Brando, still on YouTube, we're back doing both. So on YouTube tonight, I made a post because apparently I think live is down for some people as they update and get everything back online over on the old Clock app. So unfortunately, I had to change gears and get over onto here. Yeah, so just YouTube. Mario's coins sound terrible on those. Anthony, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's such a weird thing. I'm surprised, like, because they did a good job with it, and they, like, clearly went the length to, you know, get it as close to as possible. But they just dropped the ball with that, and I'm just very surprised. It's actually still a little too wet for my liking. This is a brand new bottle, that's why. Usually the ones on the top seems that, or in the middle as you start pulling them out, had the most moisture. So I usually let these like kind of air out for a second before I start cleaning. But yeah, it's one of those things. Now when I'm cleaning it with this cloth, what I'm going to try to do is avoid, as I hit the camera. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just going to try to avoid really going on the label that much. I'm going to go around it a little bit just to clean what is still good. but I'm not going to go too crazy. There is a little something on there. I think that's just a scratch that I'm not going to be able to get out. So it is what it is on that part. So we'll take our cleaning cloth now. We'll wipe it down. The AVs are the best, but more expensive. Is a G-Bit. It has the same controllers as the original one. Interesting. 10 viewers right now. 4 likes on the live, gang. Thank you all so much for hitting that like button. It does push this to other people, which I think is a really neat feature. TikTok used to do that, but I don't think it does anymore when you like the live. I think it's more of like smoke and mirrors now. So, same thing what I'm doing over here. Let me get this back in focus for you guys. I need to pick this camera up a little bit, I think. There we go. That's a little bit better. Dumb question, have I ever played Mario 3? Yes. I played Mario 3 and have beaten it many times. I actually just got my hands on a copy of the rarer Left Side Bros. So when the Mario Brothers game first launched, the Brothers is on the left side of it. And Nintendo, after they launched it, was like, it doesn't gel right with the logo. So like we're gonna switch it, and they moved it over. So that's kind of a rarer copy to get your hands on. I've been collecting for a while, and I finally just got one. And I'm kind of stoked about that. Yeah, it is. It's a little bit rarer. They still go for relatively the same price because there's just so many copies of Super Mario Brothers 3. So yeah. It's just kind of neat to have. I like to collect the variants of different copies. Like this copy of Off-Road, I think is the more common one. I'm so sorry I keep hitting this. I have to find a better setup for this. But this is a number 18. If you guys can see right here. This is a number 18, which I think was the later copy that was printed of this. And there's a number 7 copy that's out there. And the 7 is the older label as well, so... I'm not sure if you noticed this or not, but the back label has a small tear in it. Yeah, just a smidge. So I still have yet to beat Mario 2, and every once in a while I'll go live to try to beat it, but unless you know the warps, which I'm trying not to do it with the warps because I feel like that's kind of like the cheesy way to beat it. I really want to try to complete that game on its own because it's something I've always played since a kid and just never finished it. I'd get, far enough and not. When I was in New York last month, my 8-year-old cousin had a Game Boy. It actually wasn't one he was able to play. Oh yeah, so I've seen those. That's those are on like all the shops now. That's one of the emulators. It has thousands of games on it. I don't know how well they work. A friend of mine at work picked up one. He seemed to like it. I just, I mean, it's cool for like bringing it to work with you, I guess. Yeah, it has downloaded games. So there's a copy of Rambo. Pretty good shape. Like I said, it is cosmetically flawed, so it is going to go up on the website for a discounted price. All shipping is included in the USA for my games. It's all through Squarespace and Stripe, and PayPal. So like obviously it's all purchase protected and everything like that. So I use crush resistant boxes to get these out and get them to a new home. So I don't really make any money off these, which is really funny. I'm really just doing this as a hobby and for fun. So yeah, Matty'sRetroGames.com. If I was a business and like I did a cost analysis, I'd probably be at a loss all the time. But I just want people to enjoy these games and get them back out there. So beat Mario 2 without warping, nice. So next we're gonna do Off-Road. This one's got a little bit of dust on it, a little bit of, it just looks like a little wear on the cartridge. It doesn't look like it was a rental. There's no obvious signs. It just looks like it might have been in somebody's house that they used a lot. So we'll see how the pins look. And this one is 3.8 millimeter. Dan, what's going on? Do I have Chubby Cherub? So, Chubby Cherub is something that I'm hunting. That's on my list. One of the rarer games. I was in an auction a while back trying to snag a copy of it for a good price. and it just kept going. It went over, and I was like, I'm not going to chase it. Like, I'm going to wait for the time when it does appear. But yeah, I would love to get a copy of that. I'm obviously trying to collect all the NES games I can. So a little bit of dirt and grime there, you guys can see. Let's see if I can get the light on it. Let's see how the pins are. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. This might have been one that I quickly cleaned a while back. Sometimes I go and I get these games. Like I said, what I used to do was run through them and clean them and get them. Find a little spot to put the clean games so they're not in the way. Move this back up here. Move this back up here. So yeah, what we're going to do again is use our little handy dandy. Do I use dioxide gold? How does that work, Dan? I don't use that. I use a different polisher. Some people use Brasso. I heard that's like really abrasive for the pins. Right now, I'm moving back to using just the eraser method because I really do like how it gives a good polish, and I don't see any pull off of the pins themselves. Like, there was one game that I did with the polish one time, and it did look like it took a little bit of the cover or the contacts off, and I wasn't too happy about that, so I kind of like since did more research, and I only use that if it's like a real like dire scenario where there's actual corrosion on the pins itself. But that's part of learning. Never tried it, but people love it. Really? Dioxide gold. I might have to look into that. I actually was on, was it Facebook the other day on one of the collector groups, and there was like somebody swearing like never to use Brasso. It's gonna like really Brasso. It's gonna like really just damage it overall. I've never had a problem with damaged games. Like all the games have worked. I just want to make sure I'm doing what's best for them that doesn't cause any like removal of anything. Expensive, but I heard it's the best product available. Ooh, okay. I might look into that then. Thank you for telling me about that. Actually, I need to write that down. Dioxide gold. I'm actually going to add that to a note over here on my computer. Where are my notes? Come on, load notes. New note. Dioxide gold. All right, I saved it. SOS pads and drill work for me. Do not do, I mean, what are you, DK oldies? Nyuk, 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 nyuk. See what I did there? No joke. DK oldies did a video one time, and I actually made a comment about it because like I saw them using a drill. Usually take my wife's old nail filer and acetone. Interesting you say that because I'm going to show you something in just a second. Acetone is supposed to be not the best to use. I don't know how long you've been cleaning games for, but I do use, and it's with great success. Where is it? It's a nail buffer. I don't know. I think I lost it right now. It was over here in my stuff. My stuff's a little scattered right now, so not in the best placement. But yeah, I use a cleaner and buffer, and I've had a lot of positive outcomes with that. Acetone does not taste very good, Cubby. This is true. All right, so we got that cleaned off really well. We're going to move on to cleaning the insides of this. There was a little bit more grime than what calls for a Q-tip, so we're just going to use the toothbrush method and really just scrub that out this time. Like, I know for a fact if you get acetone on the plastic, it's going to just start eating the plastic. Do not recommend. 0 out of 10. Am I on Whatnot? No, I'm not. My other channels that I'm on are TikTok and just Instagram right now. Is Whatnot the one where you can sell stuff? Yeah, acetone on the plastic is a big no-no. Oops. Yep, okay. I've heard good things about Whatnot. I've checked out a few of the different ones over time, and like sometimes, like, was it Whatnot or was yeah, it had to have been Whatnot. Yeah, I just I checked it out for a little while and then like never really did anything with it, so I don't know if I have an encounter on anymore. Is it good? Like you find good deals on that? I feel like somebody was telling me that they found some good deals like a while back, but like I said, that was a while ago. I need to stay at Whatnot, spend too much money on there. I should check it out. 6 viewers right now. Hi, everybody. Not always. Yeah, I'm sure. I like to check Facebook Marketplace. I know it's a little sketch, but I've actually had some success there from time to time. Those days are like starting to get kind of rarer and rarer, though. Everybody thinks that now their Nintendo system is worth like its weight in gold, which is a little disappointing because it's a lot of the time it's somebody that's just selling their common games, and a Nintendo system that's pretty beat and has, you know, cigarette nicotine stains on it. And it's like, I'm sorry, but that's not going to command the price that you're asking for this. But I have gotten some good deals too off it, just not anytime recently. Down. You know, Will lost his bought games from Whatnot. I'm not surprised by that. Will is a master of his craft. Actually, you know what's really funny is that I actually meant to message him because I saw it at Target the other day. I think I'm going to go back and oh my God. Speaking of nicotine and just dirt in general. Ugh. I keep hitting this because my hand's in the way. I'm sorry, guys. But getting back to old Will, yeah, I saw the Ninja Turtles toys are all the 80s toys again. The 80s and 90s toys, and they're back in Target. And I saw the pizza thrower. Do you guys remember the pizza thrower? I need to do one little thing, and then we'll fix this right now. There we go. That's better. Now I won't hit it as much. That's a pack worth of smokes. Yeah, it looks like it. Nice and clean. That's where we're going. Yeah, we're still pulling it off. Yeah, I saw it too. It took a lot to leave it behind. It did because actually, for what it is, the price point was pretty fair. I think it was only like $35 or something. And I was like, oh man, that might just come home with me just to be on display. Like, I don't think I'll ever open it because I had enough fun with it when I was a kid. But it'd just be something neat to show my kids. Because I don't have his turtle stuff. I have my Police Academy stuff. So if I have Police Academy and I have some Ghostbusters stuff around. Kid who played that game smoked a lot. I mean, it's super off-road, so I would expect him to be a smoker. The front isn't as bad. There is a little bit of grime over here. I'm going to try to go back to that with a little Q-tip and isopropyl alcohol. Just a second. It's cleaning up really well, though, I have to say. It was dirty, but is going to be clean soon. 4 viewers right now. Hi, everybody. 6 likes on the live. Thank you so much. Take a look in there. That's looking nice and spiffy clean. Almost time to put those shiny new pins back on. There was that one spot, a little dirt. There we are. Going to take my higher concentration of the ISO on and just kind of work on this for a second over here. And I pulled it right off, so that's good. Nice and clean. Yeah, I'll call that done. And we'll just wipe that again. Now it's time to flip this over and we'll add the nice shiny clean pins back on. This is looking really good. It's funny because obviously when you make content like this, like we do the video and we clean everything and then I put it back together and then I go back for tomorrow, like tomorrow morning now when I have a free moment, I'm going to take the games that I just did tonight, bring them back out, take them apart, stage them, and make photos of them. Because what I do now on my website too is I do board picks just to prove that they're obviously the original carts and chipboards and everything like that. Because I feel like that's the most important part too. Dan, I don't know if you're going to agree with me on this, but I feel like as we get older and as these cartridges start aging more, at the end of the day, it's kind of like a classic car. So like the part that needs to be original is the chipboard that's inside there at all costs. Otherwise, like, the boxes, the manuals, and even the labels and cartridges can get beat up and broken over time. So they will need to be replaced at some point. Like this is made to protect what's inside here, clearly. So I don't necessarily see a problem with restoring a game as long as it's labeled as such. But yeah, so I want to make sure like all these games keep surviving and get out there to more people so they can enjoy them. Clean that off. Give it another once over. I think we're good. That looks pretty clean for off-road. 7 viewers right now. What's going on? Put that on the clean pile. And then we'll go over Karnov. Karnov, I think, is going to be the easier clean of the night. Because this one already looked like it wasn't used that much. Interesting enough, 07, and it's got the older, just the flathead ones. I need to get a thicker flathead screwdriver for this, though. Some of these are a little... Such a chill vibe, paired perfectly with your bourbon. Nice. Ooh. Let me see. I think I need to get a bigger... I think I have that in my kit. Hang on 1 second. Oh, I do. Hang on. That's right. I forgot about this. I don't necessarily need that one. Let me find it right here. I think this one should be good. Nope, that's a square. Never mind. Hang on a second. Where are you? Flathead. There we go. So I bought this. Yeah, that should work. Yep. Make sure it's the right size. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not the right size. Seems like it's just jumping a little bit. There it goes. You always want to be cautious with these. You never want to strip them. Yeah, it's the right size. I'm just not. There we go. And it's got the magnetic tip. That's awesome. I should have been using this all along. I found this on the shop that I can't mention here because I don't want it to affect the algorithm on YouTube, but I got this at another place. It's pretty good. I would like it to have a little bit more torque, but it's a good electric screwdriver for small jobs. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, so this Karnov was probably played like 3 times. Have I tried tasting the cartridges? Supposedly the Switch cartridges have bad taste. Just wondering if the NES ones do too. I don't believe, Cubby, the NES ones needed to have the bad taste to them because clearly they're in a case. And I think children of the 80s and 90s were smarter than children of today. Really, it's just for babies and dogs to not eat them because they're so small. Actually, we'll go and clean this first because this is in really good shape. We're just going to do a quick polish. Yeah, we'll just do our quick polish on this. Like, it's so clean. Like, we barely even have to do anything with it. I guess get a nice Q-tip. It's so funny because I feel like this is the thing as a collector. So I got these games, right? And then like you see, it's lucky because like you get these games that were like clearly bought and then never really played. Because that's how clean they are. Like that is impeccably cleaned. Like this game was never really played. So now for my collection, it's like, okay, like, is this one that's in better condition on the outside than one that I might have? And like, do I change it up and like, do I keep this one and then decide to sell my other one? Which most of my games for the most part are in very good condition already. I was never one to go out and collect or buy games that were pretty beat. So... a little bit of both, Cubby says. So we'll get in there and clean that out. 4 viewers right now. What's going on, everybody? I mean, there's like not even anything that I'm really cleaning out of this because it's like nobody used this to blow in the carts or anything, which is so funny. There's like no dust. Santa Fe, what's going on? How are you doing? Welcome. We're just cleaning some video games right now. I hope you're having a good time. Like, this was super easy to clean, this one. There was, like, absolutely no true dirt that we had to worry about on this. Like, there wasn't even dust. There's not even, like, really dust in here, which is something you see from time to time. 8 viewers right now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Video Game Cleaning and Chat. I'm your host, Maddie. We're just finishing up. We're cleaning some games that are going to go up to my shop for sale soon. I do have a couple of new things coming down the line. I can't wait to make the announcement video for it too. I'm super stoked about it. I was telling some of my followers, my OG followers, about it the other day. But if you're interested in complete in box to a degree, I'm going to start selling restored copies of games where I try to collect or like I say restore, like get reproduction items to match with the original hardware games, to try to make it like you're experiencing the game for the first time again. Like, so if you buy from me, it's going to be boxed with a manual. I'm going to have a certificate on it of when it was cleaned, dated, signed. It's going to tell you if the manual is a reproduction or an original. It'll tell you if the box is a reproduction or original on it. I think it's a really cool thing to do for my shop, and a direction that I kind of want to go in with it, because I love the nostalgia aspect of this so much, and like to be able to get like the box and have it wrapped, shrink wrapped again, and be able to get it and open it, I think would be a lot of fun. What do you guys think about that? Good idea or crazy? You're nuts. Never going to work. Don't do it. Because I feel like this Karnov copy would be a perfect candidate for that too, because it's so clean. Like, clearly its original box and everything was lost to time and nobody ever knows what happened to it, but... A little bit of dirt right there. Have I ever finished Karnov? No, I haven't. Anthony says it's great idea. Thank you, appreciate that. I beat Mega Man 1, it was hard. I'm playing Mega Man 2 now. Nice. Horndog says that sounds awesome. Yeah, Horndog, was it you that was asking about Off-Road the other day? I can't remember who was asking me about it now, but it's going to be going up on the shop soon. Got it all cleaned up and ready to go. Even if it's a reproduction, that'd be awesome to collect. Well, that's what I think is true too, because like my dream is always to be like to have like a little art, game store or something like that. So like this is my own like little touch of it. Like my logos are going to be on it. I've been working on this for a while. Hang on. So like it's going to be packaged with one of my stickers are going to be in it. It's going to have my little 4x6 certificate card in it that tells you all about the game. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Super Off-Road, $15 with shipping, all included. Does that sound good? And you get a sticker. Zelda was a fun game. Zelda 2 was hard. Yeah, so Zelda 2, I think a lot of people just, that's one of those ones where I don't think like we understood it when it first came out because it was such a difference from the original Zelda. That like the fact that they went kind of like an RPG route with it, and you had to level up Link, it was kind of lost on some people. Am I finished collecting and now selling? No. The collection is never going to stop, I don't think. These are duplicate games that I've collected. So what I try to do is when I collect games now, I try to make it as cost effective as possible because obviously these games are starting to get a little bit more rare and expensive. So I'll try to buy a bunch of games at once, like somebody that's like selling like 10 to 30 games, and I'll make them an offer and I'll see if they want to, wheel and deal with me. And usually what I do is I go after it because like there's a game that I want in that, and the other ones will be duplicates or they'll be in better condition. Like this Karnov might actually stay in my collection because it doesn't look like it was ever played. So it's in such good condition that I might just keep this one. And now I have another copy of Karnov. I might put that one up for sale. Kind of like building my collection, upgrading copies that I have to better condition copies. So yeah, this is all stuff that like I've picked up on the side that I want to just get out there to more people. And I do really enjoy learning about these games and kind of cleaning them as a hobby. Like I said, I finally bought a soldering kit. I'm going to start learning how to change the batteries out, which isn't that hard, but I always wanted to, figure out how to solder and do that. So Video Game Restoration's helping me out. He's got a bunch of videos that he's showing me to show me the ropes on that. I've got some sports games that nobody cares about that have batteries in them that need to be changed. So I'm going to practice on those first before I start doing things like Zelda. Matt Johnson said they're surprised. Yes, me too. I'm surprised and a little annoyed by that. I don't want to talk about that app too much on here because I don't want it to negatively affect me for what I'm trying to do on YouTube. But yeah, surprised that came back so fast too. I thought it was going to be gone for a little while. Is the goal to have a full NES collection? It is. Will that happen? Probably never, because games like Stadium Events and the Nintendo World Championship are just so overpriced, in my opinion, and rare that I don't think I'll ever have them. I have a reproduction copy of Stadium Events just to have in my collection because I knew I would never get it. And I saw one in a store and I was like, I'll buy that. That's $30, like whatever, that's fine. I also, at the time I bought it though too, there was something suspicious about the cartridge which made me think that it might have been a real one. So I picked it up because the owner swore that it was a reproduction, but they said they never looked inside it. So we did Karnov tonight, we did Super Off-Road, and we did Rambo. These will be going up on the store. I have to check my other copy of Karnov. Let me go grab that right now because I'm not too far away from my stuff, my little workshop, because my workshop is the same room. Did I finish Majora's Mask? Yes, I did. Yeah, we did Majora's Mask on a live stream. That was pretty awesome. I'm getting up and standing up like an old man right now, which is absolutely hysterical and sad at the same time. My back's killing me. Okay. All right, Karnov. So yeah, here's the copy of Karnov that I've had for a little while now. I picked this one up a while back. Almost identical. This one does look just a tad cleaner. And I know that the pins are cleaner on it because it wasn't as used as much. So I probably would clean this one up because I don't think I ever cleaned this one and maybe keep this one. Or who knows? Like to me, like they both look pretty much the same, so I don't think it might be even worth trading up. It's one of those things that you just think about. I should fix my back. I'm trying to. Do I collect only Nintendo or other systems? Well. Since we're pretty much done cleaning, let me take Karnov back and we'll stroll over there with it. I collect a few things. I have some Sega. Sega's the smallest of my collection pretty much right now. A lot of Nintendo stuff. I got the Nintendo 64 games that I've been getting the little mini boxes for. My Super Nintendo stuff's over here. And then I have my Nintendo stuff, which is the Nintendo's the biggest on the collection right now. These are variants that I picked up and a couple of new games that I haven't got to get in yet. This is the Left Bros copy. I'll show you guys that in a second once I put Karnov back. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is the Super Mario Brothers Left Brothers. So it's on the left side over here, whereas on the later print, they moved it over to right under the O and next to the 3. But I finally got a copy of Gauntlet, although it's in a little bit rougher shape than I wanted it to be. That's like probably one of the ones that like as I go, if I get a better, cleaner copy of Gauntlet. I have a really cool one. Oops. I've got a really cool one that actually I was trying to do some research on, and I pretty much found out that it's a bootleg game that came out back in the day. So like these are like the old school bootlegs that people would buy. There's not too much info on these. It's called what is it called again? Champion Brothers 4. And this is either Super Mario Brothers 2 or Super Mario Brothers 3 bootleg game that came out by a company called Topcom. Do I have Bubble Bath Babes? No, I don't. So yeah, this was an interesting copy. That's probably super rare, but not really worth that much. I haven't really dug up too much information about it. I got my Game Gear over here. I have some rare ones at like Chippendale 2. Have I ever heard of the Illusion of Gaia? I have. Is that on the original? What is that on? It sounds familiar. I don't think I have it, but I know it. I know of it. There's so many things. My favorite stuff, though, probably has to be, clearly, like, the Nintendo is my favorite stuff. But for, like, obscure systems that, like, nobody talks about enough, which isn't that obscure, but TurboGrafx. I love the TurboGrafx system. These are some extra blank copies that I have of games, but I've been trying to grow my collection of these. These are difficult to get. Do I have GI Joe for NES? I have it for my collection, and I have the sequel too. But yeah, GI Joe I don't have for sale. That's one of the ones that's becoming a lot rarer. And GI Joe, I think the last time I checked, commands like about $100 for the game. The manual itself is like 50 or 60 bucks, which is crazy. I really want to get a manual until I complete it. Game was on the... Wait a minute. Game was on the Super Nintendo. No, I don't have it. Never mind. Do not have it. G.I. Joe is tough to find, yeah. Yeah, actually, funny enough, when I was looking for a G.I. Joe, it was close to my birthday, and Melissa got me a copy of it. And then, but I didn't know that she was getting it for me as a surprise. And then I was working with Angry Retro Gamer over on TikTok, and I think he's got a YouTube now too. But he had got me, he sourced a copy for me that I bought, and he sent it to me. So now I actually have two, and this one is the one from Melissa. So this one's like super special, so it stays in here. And I'm going to do, because I can't find an original box because those are super rare, I'm actually going to order a reproduction box, and I'm going to box it up and get it as close to possible as complete. So I have that for my collection. Am I selling one? No. Obviously, like I've got one for my main collection, and that one's just got special sentimental value. So like that one's not for sale. Yeah. Like I said, I'm constantly collecting games, and I'm like on the hunt. So like if one does come up, it will go to the store. I was actually in a bid for one with a bunch of games the other day, and it didn't pan out. So I was looking to get that. Yeah, it's one of those things. Like I said, like usually I don't hold on to the duplicates, but in that case, like there's a little sentimental value attached with that one. Do I have Aladdin for Sega Genesis? I'm pretty sure I do. These right here are all of the games that are going to be going up on the store for sale. Right now, the majority is just Nintendo stuff. I do have some Super Nintendo stuff that's marked on the website. It's a little rare. But there, you're going to see Double Dragon coming soon. This Dr. Mario copy, looks like it's a little sun bleached on the top. I haven't gotten a good look at this one yet. I'm sure it'll work fine. But yeah, we'll get Dr. Mario out there onto the store. There's like these, everything down below here. Addams Family is the cutoff, because Addams Family I'm going to actually do a video on, because this one's got some weird dirt on it that I want to take off. So I mark this one off upside down compared to the other ones. So these are all the ones that you can find on the store right now. Batman's getting uploaded later tonight, and the other one that I just cleaned was it Rad Racer? I think it might have been Rad Racer. Those two are going to get updated tonight. And these are in the pending line. Ghostbusters and Double Dragon just got cleaned, so they're going to get going up soon. These are the newer ones that are going to get out there. Do I have a CRT? Yes, I have a couple. I've got my little Chang Hong TV over there, and then I got my Mitsubishi Big Boy. Yeah, I have Aladdin. I think I have a couple. I think I have a copy of Aladdin for sale on the site, but I do have Aladdin right here. Yeah, we played Aladdin. I have it on Super Nintendo too. Yeah, we played Aladdin. I believe the Sega version is harder than the Super Nintendo version. But I got to actually start ordering some more boxes for this, because these boxes are a little bit bigger, and they're super awesome too. So like they actually like fill out the shelf a little bit better. Looking for a good copy of Ikari Warriors 2. Ooh. Do I have that? I got Ikari Warriors here. I got the first one. I don't think I have the second one right now. I sold the second one a while back. Yeah. Oh darn! I don't have I don't have the sequel right now. You're gonna make me write a list down, Horn Dog. Come across Ikari Warriors 2. I got people always ask me for Contra. That's when they go to space. Is it? I don't think I've ever played that one. I think I have 2 and 3 now. I finally picked up 3. Maybe I didn't. 3's maybe the one that I still don't have. Ikari. Nope, I got it. Nope. Oh wait, I have the variant. Yeah. I don't have 3 yet. I have 2. But I only have 1 copy of it. Yeah. What was I just saying though? Yeah, that's what it was. Contra. So Contra's the one that really like everybody seems to want. So I have like 2 people pending right now for Contra, and I keep finding them, but like people want Contra's like going for like $40 now. And so like it's getting like a little difficult to like find it for a decent price to like clean and sell. So we'll see how that goes, but I love Contra. I have a good copy of that in Super Contra. Do you have Contra Force? That one's pretty cool. Not really a Contra game. Gotta go. See you on the next one. Draconify Twilight Emperor. Catch you later. Thank you so much. Yeah, Super C. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, that's right. I do have the boxed version. There's the Right Bros. That's what everybody usually sees for Super Mario Brothers. Oops. Get over there. Yuck. Yeah, that one's tricky. Like I got lucky with that one a while back and found it for a good price. That one's really going up in value. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Ooh. Goodness. I do have Wampum. Where'd it go? Boop, 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 boop. Oh, did I put Wampum in backwards compared to the other ones? There you go. What's my favorite complete in box? I think it might actually be Wampum because, well, it's either Wampum or I got the new Ghostbusters 2. This is kind of a beat version of the box, but this was a copy from Australia that I got. It does work on your regular Nintendo, except that because of the PAL difference in Nintendo's for the TVs overseas, it does run a little bit faster. So the music like sounds kind of weird, but it still runs perfectly. But I'd probably say then it's going to be the actual Wampum box. This one was pretty cool to get complete. Yeah, that one I was lucky to find. I found that on eBay, believe it or not. Yeah, I got Wampum and Lolo 3 over there. Lolo 3 is in pretty decent condition too. This Bucky O'Hare, this is actually by the place that I'm sourcing the reproduction boxes from. As you guys can see, I got a couple of tests because I wanted to see what the quality was. They ship them flat. And then, so I wanted to get Bucky O'Hare just to have. And I have to say, the quality is amazing. Like, it's as close as you're going to get to an original printing. Platoon is one of the hardest NES games. It is. You have to know what you're doing in that game. And If not, like you're never getting out of the first level. So Platoon definitely up there for one of the hardest. Oh wow, we've been live for an hour already. That's awesome. Trying to think of what else we got going on. Yeah, I love Platoon. I've had Platoon since I was a little kid. Like I remember my dad playing it. Such a fun game. You know what's something that's funny that I never knew existed was Rad Racer 2 for the longest time. I love Rad Racer. 2, funny enough, I don't think has music. I played it for maybe about 15 minutes a while back when I first picked it up, and yeah, I was just like, what's going on here? Like, this doesn't sound like it has any music. I couldn't figure out how to turn the radio on if there was one. But the thing that I loved the most about the original Rad Racer was the tunes. I thought that really like pumped it up. Without knowing anything, Platoon is impossible. I agree 100%. You're just going to keep walking around and just getting jacked up. Do I have a Power Glove? Not yet. Do I have Spelunker? Did I finally get a copy of Spelunker because you've talked about it so much? No, you know what? It's funny, Cubby. I always confuse Spelunker with Solomon's Key, which Arizona Retro Gaming always talks about. I still don't have Spelunker unless it snuck by me and I do have it. You know. I need to play Rad Racer with the Power Glove. I should do a video with that. Oh, that's a good idea. I need to get one. I keep seeing them pop up from time to time. Did you know that there was 2 sizes for the Power Glove? I'm pretty sure there's a kid size and an adult size. But yeah, I would definitely make a video for that. Bum, 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 bum. Bum. What else do I have over here? I do actually. I just picked up. I just got it. I can't believe how small they are. Like in my hand, I remembered these being bigger when I was younger. And getting one of them now, it's like, huh. It's funny. NES Max. I need to get my hands. I still don't have a dog bone controller for my little top loader. I wound up picking up a top loader. This was really beat up looking, and I took it all apart and I cleaned it and I got it looking pretty darn good. It works fine. The only disappointing thing about the top loading NES is that it's RF only, so you don't get that AV input, which for the better picture and sound. Roto found a closed complete in box Spelunker and asked me if I wanted it, but it was too expensive. Oh, that's a bummer. Roto's a good guy. Got to have that turbo. Yeah, it's funny. I just ordered a bunch of. Well, I say I just ordered, but like I have it and like sitting for like a long time. I ordered a bunch of button replacements because the pads on the back of the Nintendo buttons like obviously wear down and they break, and that's why they stop like connecting correctly. So I ordered that when I ordered my Game Boy screen cover, because one of us, I can't remember if it was me or my brother, tore that off. Like the glue started lifting and we slowly picked away at it until like it started peeling off totally, and like I guess one of us just ripped it off. So the fact that the Game Boy still works perfectly and the screen itself never got damaged after all these years was just something wild in itself. Oh, McKids, MC Kids, McDonald's Kids. That's a rarer one, believe it or not. I have only come across the one copy that I grabbed. So if I ever come across another one, for sure. I'm trying to get these gloves off while I'm holding the... Flip the camera for a second. Boop. Here we are. Here I am. What's my favorite NES game? So many people ask me that, and I feel like the answer changes over time. Um, like outside of Zelda, which obviously is like a big favorite, and oh gosh, it's so hard to say because like I go through like I'll play some of these games I've not played yet. Like you only have like the core games from your childhood that like your parents got you or you rented. So like Super Mario Brothers 3 was up there, Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 is probably outside of Zelda my most played NES game. I've beaten that one so many times now. But I used to just, even when I was too young and I couldn't figure it out and get past the dragon, I would play that one so much. So it's hard to say. If you can only pick 5 games, it's an ever-changing thing. It's so hard. Like, even 5 games is tough. Like, right now, okay, so Legend of Zelda has to be on that list. Jackal is up there because I really enjoy that game. Bucky O'Hare. Mighty Final Fight is a new one that I never had when I was younger, but I'm a Final Fight fan, so like playing that in the cool little cartoon version that it is, absolute blast, good soundtrack. I'm already up to 4. So like this is like almost like an impossible task. Like you have games like there's really fun funky games too, like Snake Rattle and Roll. Melissa loves that game. Like we got to play that. I got a copy of it and we got to play that and like that was just a blast. So I don't know, what would 5 be? I'm trying to think of more recent games that have like really like wowed me on the system. No. I might have to say Rescue Rangers. I might just have to go with Rescue Rangers, or like maybe it's a tie between Rescue Rangers and DuckTales. Forgot about Snake Rattle. Yes, it's so good. Cubby, I don't have the Nintendo themed records. I saw Will has some of those, and they're amazing. I might pick it up for my record player. But yeah, I mean, there's so many gems on the system. Granted, there's so many terrible games too, like games that just aren't that good, but they're there. But it's just, I don't know. There's something special about it. Like I can always go back to a Nintendo game and play that, and just really feel like some legit emotion playing those games. Whereas like on these new ones, like it's like, all right. Yeah, all right, it is. Yeah, it's fine. But I think we've been live for almost 70 minutes right now. I also think that that's probably going to be it. I've been live a couple times today. I'm going to close this out because I need to get some sleep. I got to wake up early to go shovel some snow and get the car ready because I don't want poor Melissa out there in the snow. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't snow that bad tonight. It looks like it's been going. But I'll be back on probably... I won't be on tomorrow morning. I got the games. I need to actually work on the certificate card and getting these uploaded to the website. So, Horn Dog, if you're interested, off-road, I'll send out the email blast. Go to my website, and if you're not signed up for the emails already, definitely sign up for them, because every time I do updates for the site, which I'm trying so hard to keep a weekly schedule now. I want to get everything done by Sunday night, so that way I can make the email blast Monday morning and get it out there. So if you're interested in off-road, it'll be alive tomorrow, probably around noon, and you can purchase it that way. And then I'll have it shipped out to you as soon as I can. But yeah, so yeah, definitely check out the website, Matty'sRetroGames.com. There you go. See, that's the other thing I like about YouTube too, is you can actually post a link. Carrie, thank you so much for joining in. Gang, thank you all so much for joining in. I'll try to get over onto the other app again too for doing a video. But it seems like they're working out some issues still. This was a lot of fun too, because it was a really chill, small group, and we were able to chat a lot about things. So I'm looking forward to more of those in the future. I'm honestly going to try to keep a schedule now, because I think I can work things out, at least for the winter, with my work schedule and not get too overloaded. So yeah, so expect some new videos, some new fun stuff. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye, guys. Have a good night.